One side effect of being on the road for 20 years is it can definitely get lonely sometimes. While it's like the most incredible opportunity imaginable to be able to fly all over the world playing music, there's days when you've been away from your family and your friends for too long. And there's also a side effect of it that I don't know gets talked about that much, but when you come home from tour, you can also kind of fall into this loneliness because you're away from your tour family. You're away from what you know, this comfortable space of the job, going to play shows every night and riding on the bus and being with the crew and the band and that road family. So that you can kind of have both effects. You can be away from your real family and your friends on the road, and then you can get home from the road and you're away from those people, and you can sort of feel fish out of water, I guess is a good way to explain it. So for me, it can be something as simple as going and sitting in a movie theater, seeing a film. It's something that has always made me feel good, made me happy, that experience. And I think I bring up something small like that because the idea of achieving overall happiness can be daunting to the mind, to think about, well, how can I just wake up tomorrow and make everything in my life be happy? But I think there's something to be said for accumulating lots of little things that make you happy, and focusing on that energy, like how you feel when you're doing an activity or spending time with connecting with someone that makes you happy. And if you start to focus on all those little things, I think that overall happiness can be achieved. That emptiness can be filled. Trying to look back over my 20 years on the road, 17 of them being in Yellowcard, and all the different ways that I've grown as a person, the things I've learned. It's hard to kind of gather the scope of all of that, but I know that I think the most important thing I've taken with me along the way, because mistakes are something that I have made a lot of in my life, and both personal and professional, and I have just tried at this phase of my life to make sure that those mistakes were all learning experiences, to not live regretting the choices I've made, but knowing that even if at times they were the wrong choices, I learned from the repercussions of those choices. I learned from the consequences of those choices. And that's led me, I think, to make more positive choices, more decisions that are not just beneficial to myself, but to the people that I care about, the people around me. Because you can find yourself living in a vacuum at times, I think, when you do this every day for 20 years, and you can lose sight of some of those things that should really remain the most important things in your life. And I think that would be the people that are in your life, your family and your friends, the people you keep close to you. And so I think I've just learned the most over my time traveling the world, the way I should treat people, and the way that I should be mindful of the choices I make in my life and how they affect not just myself, but the people I care about as well.